Hey guys, this is Miss Riz here. I'm going to help you out with the 112 Catch a Turtle Part 5 activity. In fact, this is just a quiz that you guys will take. A nice little break between Part 4 and Part 5. I know Part 4 is a little tough, a little confusing. So Part 5 is going to take a little break to help us with Part 6. So good little transition here. What we're going to do is learn a couple things and then make sure we still understand how lists work. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the function is responsible for adding the current player and the score to the leaderboards list as well as the text file. But before you work on this function, there are a few more features that we'll need to learn how to do. So we're going to recall the list manipulation methods that we've learned so far. So if I have like numbers equals 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, what does that do? Let's see, that should assign the list some value. So we have numbers and we have it there. All right, x equals num sub 3 or num index 3. What that does is assigns, adds, let's see, changes the value of element in a list, no, adds the value, no, access the element, that might do it. Scans the list, no, assigns the list and values from, okay. This one I would say would access the element in a list. So we're going to access element 3 in the numbers list, and we're actually going to assign it to x. All right, num sub 3 equals 7. So num index 3 equals 7. This one changes the value of an element in its list using the index number. So we change the value of the third element, which is actually 7, to 7, which didn't change much, but there we go. Nums dot append 11. This should add the value to the end of the list. So we'll add an 11. Nums dot pop, if you remember, will remove the last item from the list. And nums dot remove 7, if we haven't tested it out, this will scan the list for the value and remove that. It will remove the 7. All right, next, so let's look at the specific numbers here of the list. So if I have animal list is dog, cat, mouse, bird, monkey, print the length of the word, and now we have a new method here, len. Let's run this to see what happens. It said the length of the list is 5. So the len will determine the length of any list that we put inside of its parentheses. So if we were going to use the interactive code, for example, how long would the string be? So if I just take this here, len of how are you, we get 12. All right, it's because there are 1, 2, 3, and the space is 4, 5, 6, 7. The next space is 8, 9, 10, 11, and the question mark is 12. There are 12 elements to that list. So let's make sure we understand how to use the length to help us iterate through an index list here. So we got a short little video that we will watch together. It plays. All right, so we start the index at 0. While the index is less than 5, the length of the animal list is 5. We would print the index, animal list sub index, which 0 is the index, and that would be dog. Make that index go up by 1. Still passes the test. It's good to go. We print off the next animal index 1, which would be cat. We make index go up to 2. Is it still good? Sure is. We print off index or animal index 2, which is mouse. Make the index go up to 3. 3 less than 5, it sure is. We print off animal index 3, which is bird. We make the index go up to 4. Is 4 less than 5? It sure is. We print off that index sub 4, which is monkey. We make the index go up to 5. Is 5 less than 5? No, it is not. So then we are done. All right, so what is the value of the index when the loop stops? How does it compare to the length of the list? So if we look at any time, it is always going to be equal to the length of the list. All right, and it will, as long as we make the index number 0 and our equation is less than. Now, technically, we could make our index number 1 and make it equal, or make the while loop, make it less than or equal to the length of the list. But all right, so it always should equal the length of the list if we follow normal conventions here. All right, let's look at inserting into a list. So we can recall that the method, the append method, adds an element to the end of a list. But if we want to add it at a specific index with the list, you can use the insert method. So we can run this here. We got dog, cat, mouse, bird, monkey. Animals list, insert 4, comma, lion. We print off that animal list and we can see it's dog, cat, mouse, bird, lion, monkey. So it goes to index number 4. Dog is 0, cat is 1, mouse is 2, bird is 3. Monkey's technically 4, but what we're going to do is now replace the 4th element with lion, scooch everything over. Okay, explain how to insert 2 more values to animals list, one before dog and one after it. So if I wanted to index before dog, all right, I would have to do insert 0 sub, you can just name an animal here. All right, and so then we would put in 1 there. Now, if I want to put in 1 after it, after dog, if I put in 1 at dog was at 0, then the next one be 1. I would have to plug it in at 2 for afterwards. So test it out. It should be 0 the first time and then 2 the second time. All right, so let's make sure we kind of go back to pop and understand what that does. So earlier in the unit, we've used the pop method to remove the last element in a list. However, you can pop any element in a list if you want to specify its index in a parameter. So if I have this dog, cat, mouse, bird, monkey, animals list dot pop 1, we print that one here, we get dog, mouse, bird, monkey, meaning we popped off the index number 1. We got rid of the cat. All right, so slightly different code here. All right, animal list, dog, cat, mouse, bird, monkey. Animal equals animal list pop 0. I just popped this element from the list animal, and we can look at the animal list here. We can see I just popped the word dog from the animal list, and we got cat, mouse, bird. So we popped the dog. So if you do pop 0, it takes the first one away. So if we had to take the animal list, dog, cat, bird, or dog, cat, mouse, bird, monkey. If we wanted to pop out mouse, then pop out monkey, what would we pop first? We would pop off mouse is 0, 1, 2. So we'd have to do pop 2. Then to get monkey, we could just do straight up pop at the end because monkey's at the end. Or we could do 0, 1. Bird would be the new 2, and 3 would be the new monkey. We could pop 3. All right, guys, so submit that quiz. I will hand grade those answers, and we should be all set to start editing our code in part 6. All right, guys, have a great day. I will see you next time.